Let's talk.
Talk let's. Talk let's.
Let's talk.
Talk let's. Let's talk. Talk let's. Talk let's. Talk let's. Hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jojin Movie Awesome. I'm Won-Jin.
I'm Joe.
Mm-hmm.
This is our Let's Talk session where we talk with y'all about everything and anything.
Mm-hmm.
The title is a placeholder because we're both big fans of Scorsese and Tarantino. Full spoilers of nothing. Here we go.
Mm. Hey, that's funny. This also isn't sending out the alarm.
Really?
Mm.
How was your week, man?
It was okay. Went by quick.
Went by quick.
And the weather was all over the place, but now I think it's kind of settled on one.
It's raining and it's dry and it's wet and it's raining. It's like climate change punched Korea in the fucking face.
Mm.
Like this weather is impossible to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember when we were growing up, this used to be normal spring.
Yeah. And we knew that it was headed in one direction, not
That's
going
true.
back and forth.
No, but it's so surprising how humid it gets really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The wetness is just killing.
Especially since yesterday.
It is.
I can tell that it's getting humid. And it kind of makes me scared of the summer.
You think this summer is going to be bad?
Yeah, as always. And, you know, Joe and I, we're both miserable in the summer. We're more like winter people. Mm-hmm.
Because we come from northern Eurasia
Mm.
that landed on this peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. So why aren't they dropping new movies in Korean theaters, man? God damn.
Mm-hmm. Like, only thing new I know about these days is, I think, the one with the guy who played Freddie Mercury.
No, but there
the
was
one called The Amateur.
No, but that's not in theaters. And another
Yeah,
one
that is in the theaters.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I searched it. Oh, really? Oh, shit. We should. Oh, fuck. But the reviews aren't that good.
Let me see.
Oh, it already dropped on April 3rd.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about The Sinner with Michael Jordan.
You mean Michael B. Jordan? Because I was thinking of the basketball player.
Right. I'm sure he's named after Jordan, don't you think?
Mm. I saw the trailer, and that was like a very refreshing take on a zombie movie.
Wait, that's a zombie movie?
Yeah, that's a zombie movie. It's The Sinner.
Oh!
Isn't it happening in the South?
The Sinner is a zombie movie.
Isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Sinners.
I didn't know that.
What is the new movie Sinners about? Sinners follows twin brothers, both played by Jordan, who opens a juke joint in Clarksdale, Mississippi in the 1930s and have to defend it from a vampire army.
Okay.
All right. So they're not zombies, they're vampires.
Oh, we have a comment.
Mm.
I cannot see it on the screen for some reason.
Oh. I'm not sure how Quentin could ever be a match for Scorsese.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, shit!
But I understand what it means. It's kind of like comparing LeBron with Michael Jordan. It's like, yes, they're both great, but LeBron learned from Michael Jordan. Michael didn't learn from LeBron. Same goes for Quentin. He learned from Scorsese. Scorsese didn't learn from Quentin.
You think so?
So yeah, that's kind of like a fair evaluation, I guess.
But couldn't you argue that their menu is a little bit different?
That's true, but still, you cannot ignore the fact that that menu's inspiration came from another person. Because he was already he had already been an established master in that world before Quentin got to shine.
No, but you could argue that Scorsese owes a lot to his elder generation too.
But if we compare him with his elder generation, I'm pretty much going to say the same thing.
Oh, I mean, has Quentin ever made anything comparable to Taxi Driver? Oh, that's a good question. No, but different genre.
Yeah, I think Quentin, he kind of
No.
opened the gates for the kind of movies that he makes to the world of this critical accolade.
No. But here's my question. I think it really all comes down to what you think of Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino's second movie, Pulp Fiction. Void, share your opinion. What do you think of it? Because I felt like it was a play on all those things, like high and low. Because Pulp Fiction is basically third penny novels in a movie version, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's called Pulp Fiction.
No, but the movie itself is much more elevated than the conventional Pulp Fiction we see. It used all these story devices in a consistently entertaining way.
With tremendous dialogues. And I think that's the movie that kind of set Quentin on the level he is today, in my opinion. Because I think that's the movie that got an Oscar and also Palme d'Or. Yeah, and I think when he got his Palme d'Or, I think the French audience were complaining about it, and Quentin threw his middle finger to them.
No, because but Void brings up a very good question, though. Oh, so different question then. What's your favorite Scorsese movie, or what's your favorite, and what do you think is his best?
I think for me, it's either Shutter Island.
Oh, that's surprising.
Or Goodfellas. And I think the reason why I picked these two is because they show very different colors. Because Goodfellas is like his traditional storytelling, which he's excellent at. In the world of rap, he's like Slick Rick. They tell stories. Ghostface Killer, they all tell stories. It's like you're there. But Shutter Island, it was not just about like a nostalgic storytelling. That was like a completely different movie. That was like a grade A thriller to me.
No, but what about but here's the question though. Like, what defines a classic? Can you watch Shutter Island 10 times?
Yeah.
You can?
I think I can. And I think with every time I can pick out a different detail that I missed.
A reason why I have no respect for Tarantino, the human non-human? What do you mean? Hey boys, I'm looking forward to talking to you about Lig. Let's do it. Tarantino had cajoled Uma Thurman. Oh, that episode. Reports came out that he has spent on... Yeah, this is the Let's Talk session, Walker. No worries. You can talk about anything, man. No, but didn't they, bring peace to that? Yeah, this is the Let's Talk session, Walker.
We can talk about everything.
Look, because Goodfella I watched, dozens of times. It's just... the serenity of it all. You know how he can so casually, watching Goodfellas is so fun in the way that they're just like us, but in a moment's notice, they're bringing out knives to cut a body, yet they're charming. I just like Taxi Driver, even in the most horrifying moments, we see their humanity.
And another reason why Goodfellas is such a great film, an iconic work for him, is because it inspired so many other pieces of work. You know how many movies are so like almost like a copy of Goodfellas in the early 90s? What was that movie with Robert De Niro? A Bronx Tale. That's just like a Scorsese's Goodfellas.
No, but
and then we also
no, not really. Structurally, it's different. It's more of a hamburger Bronx Tale. If you're talking about the mafia theme, remember Scorsese isn't the greatest mafia director. It's
what's his name? Not Mario Puzo.
Coppola.
Oh, Coppola. Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, you could argue that you're talking about theme, but story structure wise. I think Pulp Fiction is great. Don't get me wrong, but I can't compare it to Taxi Driver or Shutter Island. The other night, Red did something really bad. Red killed in our ring. He killed a possum?
Oh, that possum. Oh, man.
hey, you can't excuse all those accents with just, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. His interest in savage violence against women as is, if you look back, a common thread in almost his film. No, but Zezzy, I disagree. Have you watched Reservoir Dogs? It's savage violence against everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he did have like a very peculiar vibe.
No, but like one of my favorite Scorsese film after Goodfellas is Raging Bull.
The boxing movie.
Yeah, the black and white. That I thought that movie is really about, because Scorsese film is very masculine. Most of it anyway. Like,
you know, I think the early Scorsese films, I think they're more raw compared to his later ones. They're not as refined, in my opinion. Yeah, like Mean Streets. Yeah, they're great movies, but towards the end, like you mentioned Goodfellas, you can see that there's so much finesse in the way it's produced, in like every shot taken, like every dialogue, everything is on, like there's nothing that you can actually fix to improve. It's complete the way it is. But when you look at his earlier films, I can kind of feel that he was still like figuring things out. So Raging Bull, I would also like consider like great work, but I think Goodfellas is still like a better film.
What about Casino?
I would put Casino in the same level
As Goodfellas?
Yeah. I don't exactly understand why it was not as like critically acclaimed, because that was also a great story too.
No, but Goodfellas has a snitch in it.
Ah.
Remember? But Goodfellas is different from Casino because the ending is different. Remember in Goodfellas? Henry Hill isn't even sorry. He comes up to the camera. He's like, "We had it all. The judges, the cops, we all paid for it. Now it's all over, and I live to live like a sucker." Casino is different. He bombs away. I mean, it's same, but in a less impactful way. Because Henry Hill, the big difference is Henry Hill betrayed everybody. But in Casino, he's just caught in the wrong situation. I don't think he necessarily snitched.
It also has I think a different start and end, because remember it starts with the car bomb going off.
Yeah, but Henry Hill, no, but remember, like in Martin Scorsese's film, there's like Catholicism all over the place. It's about, can these people be redeemed? But in Henry Hill, the Judas is Judas of an evil organization is the main character, so that's what's interesting. Anyway, I told my family about it, and they said, "Don't worry about it, Scott. It's natural." Yeah. Do you remember boxing Ruby called Hurricane, based on true story? He was a black boxer, was put in jail for several years because he was accused of killing a white person. I don't know that story, Walker.
Me neither.
Zezzy, the man is sick, and that is a fact, with a strong accent of the. Are you talking about Tarantino, Zezzy?
Man, there are a lot of horror stories from like the 80s and 90s. And remember who was like one of the biggest supporters of his films. Remember his films all from Miramax, and we see that logo, the Weinstein.
No, but I don't know, but no, but is it fair to criticize Tarantino that way? Because I mean, I know the Uma Thurman one is real because he admitted as much and he apologized, and I thought they made peace. And didn't Uma Thurman's daughter, wasn't she in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I think so. What's her name? Maya?
Yeah, so I don't you think that's over with? I don't know if she does that every time. And that was over a safety issue over a car, no? How does that that doesn't mean abuse for a woman.
But she could have died though, because if those old cars like flip, there's really no like safety thing to keep you from being crushed.
Quentin Tarantino's music is pretty great. I'll give him that. No, but Won-Jin, I thought you would defend Tarantino a little bit more. Your favorite movie? What's that one with
Django Unchained?
No. The one with
Inglourious Bastard?
No, the one with the car.
Death Proof.
Yeah, exactly.
Death Proof, baby.
Yeah. As a woman, I would have never wanted to work with someone that forces grape on me just to get a pretty scene. Which is where's a grape scene? You mean Kill Bill, ZZ?
But you gotta understand. I mean, these are all also like some serious caliber actors. They can still make their own decision.
Right.
Yeah.
No, Quentin takes in music is pretty great. I'll give him that. No, hey, boy, one of my favorite scenes is Reservoir Dogs, when
what's his name, Michael Madsen, does that dance with the razor.
It when I first watched it, it literally put my hair on my neck go up.
Because you can feel this is complete madness right there. You know what this man is not saying.
Yeah, it's psycho, right? Oh,
and you're just tied up to that chair. You're helpless.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't he also pour like gasoline or something?
He cut off his ear and then poured gasoline all over the guy.
And I think the next scene was hilarious because we thought, what's his name? What was the other guy? The guy who was pretending to be dead. He gets up and he shoots him.
Tim Roth's character.
Oh, Tim Roth. That's right, Tim Roth.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh my God.
But he did set like some landmark movies to be critically acclaimed in the world of Hollywood.
You wanted to talk about Django, right? You know, Django... You know what I like about Django? It's the most classic storytelling Tarantino ever did. It's like the most like normal story he ever did. There's no fucking time. I mean, there are some flashbacks, but it's a straightforward story about an underestimated person growing up to be somebody and getting his revenge. There are a lot of film scenes where he asked the cameras to stay hidden in the actor's male to simulate a real rape in order to get the perfect reactions of the victim.
What was that movie?
Let me go to the bathroom. Keep talking to the audience, brother.
You know, I think that's what was it? Hitchcock? I think that's what Hitchcock did as well.
No, isn't that what Kubrick did in Shining?
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't understand like the director's head as much. So I think they would sometimes go like beyond what normal people consider normal to get the reactions they want. For example, you watch Die Hard, the first one. Alan, what's his name? Professor Snape, Alan Rickman. He's the bad guy. And when he's dropped off from the building to make sure that the scene looks realistic, the director he was supposed to drop him after the count of 3, but they dropped him after like the count of 1, and you can really tell that he is truly terrified of falling. So yes, it's in a different magnitude, but I think it's pretty much the same intention.
No, I can't remember the movie, but there's a movie where the director didn't tell the actor he's going to let loose real dogs. Like
oh my god!
And he did. And then,
oh shit!
I forget the name of the movie, but it's real. Like the dogs were set loose,
no.
and they literally did not know what the fuck.
Oh no!
The actors. Oh, and there's another famous Japanese movie that I can't figure out. So the scene is he's in the second story, right? And the arrows are not supposed to be real. But
oh shit! They shoot real arrows?
Yeah, so the director lies to the actor, says it's not going to be real arrows, right? But he hires an entire archery club from a university, and then they start shooting at the actor. Oh shit! And then when the camera is filmed, when the arrow hits, the actor's like, "What the fuck?" Oh my god! and then they keep filming it. And then, so, like, his reaction, because he starts saying obscene shit.
Oh, my God.
Like, that's all real. And then, you know what's funny? After the film ended, the actor went down the stairs and I got into a fight with the director.
That's what I would like smash his head to a door or something. But, you know, this is all funny until you actually kill them.
Yeah.
You know, remember what happened with, what's his name? Alec Baldwin? He thought it was a prop gun. It was like a hot gun. It was loaded, and then he shoots the cinematographer or something, and she died. I mean, shit can happen. That's a very dangerous environment.
Yeah, but that's real shit. Honest opinion, boys. What do you find spooky and creepy about Lighthouse at nighttime? It's the fact that it's the only thing that has a light on at night.
And any building that is unmanned at night, that's creepy.
A lot of them are doing it and it's just super wrong. If you boys ever come to Australia, I would love you to come and stay with me and give you a tour of Melbourne. That would be nice, man. Thank you. Whenever you guys have kids, would they approve of you dating their teacher? I don't think so. Wait, you mean, do we approve our kids dating their teacher? I don't think I will.
The campaign Me Too talks exactly about how actors got abused on the set by directors and managers and or other actors, and most of the time with the purpose of getting the scene. Yeah, and we do see the world changing. The actors are more vocal than ever. Marlon Brando. That's the movie he was in. He was also accused of like abuse as well on the set. But
no, that's the love story, the one with the butter. That's the famous one.
What was it?
Yeah, it's the famous
Last
romance.
Last Tango in Paris or something.
Yeah, I don't think he ever apologized for it.
Yeah. And there were talks that maybe like the Academy Award should like revoke his achievement.
The campaign Me Too talks exactly about actors got abused on set by directors and managers or other actors, and most of the time with the purpose of getting the scene.
It's all funny and cool until it happens to you. From our seats in the cinema, it all looks HQ, but for those for those that have to experience it is super traumatic. Yeah, I mean, I understand that's wrong, but then I don't know how to put this, because I'm not willing to stop watching movies. And I know that some of them are like unforgivable in what they do.
No, but isn't this debate as long as time? Like, what do you sacrifice for your art, right? No, I mean, sorry, if whenever you have kids, will they appear if you're dating, approve of you or dating their teacher? I don't think I will date their teacher, Walker, to be honest.
What do you think of that TV show called Super Nanny? Isn't that the one that where the nanny kind of corrects behaviors of misbehaving children? I've never seen it, but I've only seen it being made fun of on South Park. I thought it was hilarious because after like all the failures of the nannies, they bring in the dog whisperer.
No, but listen, this video is not about all this. It's about like comparing movies. So, Won-Jin, back to the question. You would put Martin Scorsese on top of Tarantino? All the universe?
If I have to put like one over the other, I would put Scorsese above Tarantino.
So here's the strong question. Which one have you personally rewatched more?
I think Tarantino.
Yeah, there we go. See?
Because it's not that I don't like Scorsese movies to rewatch them again, but it's you must invest so heavily when you watch them again. But Tarantino, you can be a little more lighthearted. That may be. Yeah, because you know that certain scenes give you that excitement.
The catharsis.
Those cathartic moments when everything blows up. Not literally, but in terms of like all this like foreshadow and the buildup of the conflict. Because Tarantino would like what his genius is at is building this confrontation through dialogues, and it just builds up until it explodes.
Tension building.
Point, yeah, that's what he's so great at. It happens in every one of his movies, probably. So that's why maybe I probably watched him like.
Yo,
more.
You know what I love about the Let's Talk though? Like Void of Paris straight up put down his gauntlet and said, "Scorsese, motherfucker." It's like, what the fuck is this debate? It's like no question asked. That was funny.
No, I mean,
because I know for a fact Won-Jin rewatches Tarantino more than Scorsese though. So, but like my question is, doesn't that make it a more accessible art?
Maybe, but judging from like the kind of movies that Tarantino makes, I'm not sure if it's like truly accessible, because it also could be like an acquired taste for some people.
Scorsese could be an acquired taste though.
I don't know. Maybe like Goodfellas, it can work for like majority of people, most audiences, because it's so straightforward with the storytelling and everything. But if you watch Pulp Fiction for the first time, you have no idea what the fuck is going on, because what is it called? Like omnibus. It has like different stories that eventually merge into one. So it kind of takes time to figure out what's going on. So maybe Scorsese movies would be more approachable to traditional movie audiences.
What about Gangs of New York?
I think that's the same. Yeah, it's more approachable. That's a very straightforward story. You got the town bully, and you have to like stand up against this guy. He's terrifying.
No, but he's charismatic though. I wouldn't call him a bully. What side of the road do you guys drive on? Left side or right side? Left side.
No, we drive on the right side. We have our steering wheel on the left side, and we drive on the right side. Yeah,
well, it is right. I'm sorry. Oh, didn't Robert Pattinson already masturbate in the movie Lighthouse? He did.
Scott, if the child is of legal age and the teacher is around
why
the
am I
same
seeing
age,
these
they finish
comments
being
now?
student, teacher, then yes, whatever, don't care. Okay.
But you know what I love about both Tarantino and Scorsese is they know when to do a slow-mo.
Yeah.
They never overuse it.
They know their shit. They know their craft. That's what I like about
in Goodfellas, when Henry Hill beats up the other guy who tried to essay his fiance.
If you put another finger out, you're dead.
Yeah, and then when he gives the gun to her, that's slow-mo. Because that's us getting into her head. She just got aroused by this, but yeah, it's so
the feel of the steel.
Yeah, but it's still dangerous. Do I want this? Yes. So, Goodfellas is a morality tale. Remember, these people have choices, and we're put in their situation. But the allure of the life of these mafia is just more like sexier to them, and it's a very Catholic tale because they all get corrupted by it and they all fucked up.
Same goes for Casino.
Yeah, exactly. But in Tarantino, there's really not much moral judgment there. I mean, there is though, because your favorite, the
Death Proof.
Yeah, there is a moral judgment, right?
Yeah, misogynistic asshole thinks he's stronger, he's superior to women. Until he meets like a group of stunt women who fucks him up.
Yeah. No, in Django, these slavers thought they could get away with it, but get killed by a slave. What else is there?
Inglourious Bastards. The Nazis.
The Nazis get shredded by machine guns.
They get scalped. They get scalped.
But anyway, would you accept my invitation to come and stay with me if you come to Africa? Yeah, if you go to Australia, definitely. But we don't know when that'll be.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think
it's time to wrap up.
Talking for 2 hours.
Yeah, let's take like a couple
more
comments.
Yo, big shout out to Void for siding with Scorsese right away. ZZ for bringing up the Me Too issues, and ZZ for Scott Walker for adding his comments. No, okay. So here's another good question, Won't you? Scorsese movies, Tarantino movies. They're all mixed together. It's the end of the world. You have to choose one that you have to watch for the rest of your life. Which movie do you choose?
Oh man, that's tough. I would choose. Man, that's hard.
There's only one DVD player that can accept one DVD, and you have to choose.
I think I might choose.
This is taking way longer than I thought it would. Oh man, why is your computer showing the comments but not this one?
It is showing.
No, it's not showing.
Oh no. What's going on? That's weird. Maybe I need to change this.
I'm sorry, ZZ and Void. I can't see your latest comments.
What will you guys review next week? Asks Void.
Oh.
No, it's loading.
Oh shit! Why is the comment loading now? So sorry, guys. Like the comment has not been shown to us.
Okay, I'll choose Pulp Fiction.
Fuck you, see, and you choose Scorsese, you hypocrite.
No, remember this is the end of the world. I don't want to be depressed.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I would rather have that cathartic moment.
That was a good answer, you fucking bitch. What will you guys review next? We're gonna review Skidadosh, New York.
Synecdoche.
Synecdoche.
New York.
Oh, and Andor is dropping.
Oh shit!
What? Hey, let's search the date. I forget. Andor. By the way, Void, I finished Kadosh, New York, and it was great.
April 22nd.
So
That's next week.
So we're gonna review Andor season 1,
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us season 2, episode 2, and Skidosh, New York. How about movies that are made by women? Do you know any? Do you know any movie that were made by? Yeah, Hurt Locker.
Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's a great director.
Hurt Locker.
I dare you to
She
look-
also made Point Break.
Yeah, no, we watch a plenty of women director.
Uh-huh. Sofia Coppola. She's also a director. I mean, she's from like Hollywood royalty.
Oh,
but
Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
We love that one. If the end of the world was coming and your parents were divorced, who would you choose that died? Yo, Walker, what? I'm not answering that, man. No.
That's the most.
That's some.
That's the scariest question.
That's dark. That's dark. No. So Void a Parrot, Andor episode season 2 episode 1, Last of Us season 2 episode 2, and Skidosh, New York.
Synecdoche.
Wait,
I kind of looked up how to pronounce it. Synecdoche.
So Skidosh. Yeah, I can't pronounce that one. But hey, Void, thank you so much for the suggestion. Though. Suggest another one, because hey, Void, you suggested us besides Skidosh, New York. You also suggested the horror movie, but I can't for the name of God. I can't for the name of God remember it. So if you can remember, please leave it on the reply.
Zedzi, I'm okay dying alone in that case.
Oh fuck yeah. Hey, but anyway, guys. Yo, this has been a pleasure. Hey, so sorry, guys, because the comments weren't loading for some reason.
It's kind of lagging on that screen, not here.
Me and Won-Jin, we were talking to each other because we didn't see the comments, okay? It's no disrespect to y'all, okay? Hey, okay, sorry, boys. I hope you're not mad at me because No worries, man. Void, obviously my mom. I like voice. Scorsese right away, mom right away.
No gray area here.
Yeah, exactly. No, guys, so sorry. The comments didn't load up. Hey, but thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I want to give a big shout out to our Triple Trouble, Void a Parrot,
Scott Walker ZZ.
Exactly. And Shane for leaving that comment that we sound like black guys. Eva Truth, Prickly Pear,
Wei Chan Hong,
Jasmine,
Soulless
Kayla
Trench
Murray,
Coat.
Music, and the German guy who watched our Japanese anime video and said he liked it so much. Like, I forget the ID, but thank you so much. Please share our videos around the world so that they know that Korean middle-aged men can talk about shit and everything and anything. But anyway, guys.
This has been Jojin Movie So Awesome.
I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin. And what were you going to say?
Have a great weekend, guys.
Okay.
Have a great week.
Have a great week,
I'd rather
everybody.
die with Trish, my mom, and I'm Rita, my sister. Yeah, you go for it, Walker. Bye,
right.
bye. See you next
Bye-bye.
week, guys. Bye.
Have a good week.
Wu-Tang Clan is the best. Wu-Tang Clan is the greatest.
Not to F with.
Nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck it. G-U-N-I-T.
With no trivia.
Free AO! Free AO!